He's got to be able to get them power shots off, but against somebody like him, Usyk's not chinny, so he's got his work cut out.
Peter Fury isn't holding back. He's criticizing Daniel Dubois, making it clear that he's walking into a nightmare. Power means nothing if you can't land a punch, and against Usyk, Dubois will be swinging at nothing. Fury points out that Usyk isn't some slow-moving target. He's a master at breaking down bigger and stronger opponents. Dubois quit against Joseph Parker, and now he thinks he's ready for Usyk? That's not courage, it's desperation. Dubois is hoping for a lucky punch, but when that doesn't land, what's left? A fighter who folds under pressure. Usyk will make him miss, make him pay, and expose him for what he is, outclassed and outmatched. Will Dubois even last until the final bell? Or is this another ruthless masterclass from Usyk?
I disagree. I'm in the gym every day and I see these punches, and I've looked at that punch time and time again. It's in the groin, in between the hip and the pelvis. Get it there, and it'll put any heavyweight right off. So, no, it was a low shot. Usyk, have we seen him wince to the body? Yeah, for sure. But he's got to get them shots there, hasn't he? And Usyk seems, so far, to have all the answers.
Peter Fury isn't buying into Dubois' so-called controversial low blow against Usyk. Let's be real. It was a blatant cheap shot, plain and simple. After watching the footage over and over, Fury isn't fooled. Dubois didn't land a clean body shot. He went low. Whether it was out of desperation or a lack of skill, this is the same Dubois who folded against Joe Joyce and ran from Joseph Parker. Now he's crying foul against Usyk? Meanwhile, Usyk has already proven he can take body shots from real punchers without slowing down. He's faced heavier hitters, smarter boxers, and warriors who actually come to fight, and guess what? He's walked through them all. Dubois, on the other hand, has yet to prove he can survive when the heat is on. So when Usyk picks him apart again, will Dubois come up with another excuse, or will he finally accept that he's just not cut out for this level?
And I think whatever happened to Daniel Dubois happened to Daniel Dubois. Something happened to him. Okay, mind you, something happened to this lad. However, I'll say this. Nobody told him to stop the fight, but his superiors. But the person that is protecting his career. And who is that?
Peter Fury isn't buying into Dubois' so-called controversial low blow against Usyk. Let's be honest, it was a clear cheap shot. After reviewing the footage multiple times, Fury isn't fooled. Dubois didn't land a clean body shot. He went low. Whether it was out of desperation or simply lack of skill, this is the same Dubois who folded against Joe Joyce and ran from Joseph Parker. Now he's complaining about Usyk? Meanwhile, Usyk has already shown he can take body shots from real punchers without breaking stride. He's faced harder hitters, smarter fighters, and true warriors, and he's come through them all. Dubois, however, has yet to prove he can handle the pressure when things get tough. So when Usyk picks him apart again, will Dubois have another excuse? Or will he finally admit he's just not on that level?
Quit that fight. I think they ducked Joseph Parker not because they wanted to. I think they ducked him because I felt they had to. I don't think they would have done anything other than that. As hungry as Daniel Dubois is.
Team dropped a bombshell with a decision that shocked the boxing world. They saw the chance to pull Dubois out and took it, preventing what could have been irreversible damage. This wasn't about illness or bad timing. It was a calculated move to avoid a brutal matchup with Joseph Parker. Whether it was out of fear or pure survival instinct, one thing is clear. Dubois' camp knew he wasn't ready for the storm that was coming. Stepping into the ring with Parker under those conditions was a risk they weren't willing to take. They didn't want to quit, but deep down, they knew they had no choice. The fight was slipping away before it even started, so they pulled the plug to protect their fighter. But here's the real question. Did this move save Dubois' career, or has it permanently damaged his reputation in the heavyweight division?
Now, if Usyk-Dubois rematch does come off, apart from what you would hope for, a better refereeing performance, what else needs to change for Dubois to become victorious this time?
I think he's done everything he needs to do. He's changed a lot from that fight. He's grown up a lot. We've seen him in his last 3 performances that he's had. This is a different Daniel Dubois, and this will be. I believe this could be his time.
With confidence, Warren declares that Daniel Dubois has cracked the code to defeat Alexander Usyk. Usyk's reign has been built on unmatched skill, precision, and fight IQ, but Warren isn't buying into the narrative of invincibility anymore. After the controversial ending of their first fight, there are no more excuses. This time, Dubois is a different animal, a wrecking machine with unfinished business. Warren isn't just hyping up his fighter, he's launching a full-scale attack on Usyk's dominance, sending a clear message to the entire heavyweight division. The whispers about Usyk's unshakable reign are starting to fade, replaced by the roar of Dubois' resurrection. But let's not kid ourselves. Usyk has faced giants before, dismantling them with surgical precision. The real question is, does Dubois represent the nightmare Usyk never saw coming? Is the King's rule truly unshakable, or is Dubois about to set the heavyweight division on fire?
If he ain't ducking anyone, the objective of the fight that unfortunately didn't take place was the winner was going to fight Usyk. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. So it didn't happen, and we are where we are now. So if the Usyk fight can be made, it will be made.
Frank Warren drops a bombshell, making it clear that Daniel Dubois is far from backing down, and his path to Alexander Usyk is still wide open. The fight that never happened wasn't just another matchup, it was Dubois' shot at greatness, his opportunity to rewrite history. That chance may have been taken away, but Warren isn't about to let it disappear. The mission is clear. Get Dubois back in the ring with Usyk. No excuses, no distractions. Meanwhile, Dubois isn't sitting idly by. He's sharpening his skills, ready to unleash chaos. He trained for war, and that's exactly what he's coming for. On the other hand, Usyk remains silent, his next move uncertain. Will he step up and silence this challenge once and for all? Or will Dubois carve his own path, tearing through anyone who dares to stand in his way? The battlefield is set, and now we'll see who truly wants it more.
And I think the fact that Turkey's been mentioned, that he wants to see Dubois versus Usyk, Eddie Hearn can say what he wants about, Daniel Dubois is the front runner. At the end of the day, if Turkey Al-Sheikh is saying that he wants to see Usyk versus Dubois, and it looks ever more like that's what we're going to get, because Dubois is not going ahead with the Parker fight, and it doesn't look like he's going to give Parker a fight anytime soon.
On the other side, despite Eddie Hearn's claims that Daniel Dubois is the front runner for a fight with Usyk, it's becoming painfully clear that Dubois is doing everything he can to avoid the real challenge. Hearn's comments only add fuel to the fire, pushing the idea that Usyk versus Dubois is slowly becoming a reality. But Dubois is showing zero interest in facing Joseph Parker anytime soon. It's starting to look like Dubois would rather duck a real test than risk a humiliating loss to Parker. The longer he delays, the clearer it becomes. He's not ready for Usyk either. If this fight ever happens, Usyk will tear through him like a wrecking ball. The burning question remains, will Dubois finally face the music, or will he keep running from the challenges that could make or break his career? Time is ticking, and his excuses are starting to fade. This isn't just about his future, it's about his entire legacy.
He says Usyk, he also says Dubois. I know you're in the conversation of Dubois, Usyk. What do you do with your
There's
partner?
lots of things there to be done, and we will do them. I mean, there's no doubt about that. There's lots of... Sorry, I can't hear anything. There's lots of things that we can look at, lots of permutations, and we'll get there at the end of the day with a really good fight for Joe. I mean, he's on the Queensbury team, and we'll make sure we do.
At the end of the day, with a great fight on the horizon for Usyk, Frank Warren drops a bombshell, making it crystal clear that he's fully invested in orchestrating the biggest fights for Alexander Usyk. Warren isn't holding back. He has plenty of options for Usyk, and no matter what, a colossal showdown is coming. There's a lot on the table, but Warren knows the blueprint for making it all come together. He promises Usyk will get what he deserves, a top-tier, high-stakes battle. Standing firm with Queensbury Promotions, Warren is ready to deliver for his fighters, with Usyk's next fight clearly at the top of his priorities. It's all about timing, strategy, and making that dream fight a reality. One thing's for sure, the best is yet to come, and Warren is laser-focused on turning this vision into a knockout performance. The boxing world is on edge, and the clock is ticking toward Usyk's next defining moment.
I'm still unsure.
How do you see, if it is going to be, well, it looks like it's Dubois versus Usyk next, how do you see that fight playing out?
It's a difficult one, actually. I think Dubois could beat him. Usyk's not getting any younger, is he? He's an old man, really, and he's not an heavyweight, really. I'd give Dubois a big chance.
On the other hand, Dave Allen doesn't hold back when analyzing the potential showdown between Dubois and Usyk. He explodes with confidence, declaring that this is a real challenge for Usyk, especially considering that the Ukrainian isn't getting any younger. In Allen's eyes, Usyk is practically an old man now, and let's face it, he's not even a true heavyweight. This gives Dubois a golden opportunity to pull off something monumental. While Usyk's skills and footwork have always been his strength, Allen believes this fight could expose the harsh reality of facing a bigger, stronger opponent. He argues that Dubois is the one capable of breaking Usyk down, particularly if he applies non-stop pressure. With Usyk showing signs of slowing down, this clash might not be the one-sided domination many expect. If Dubois plays his cards right, we could witness a seismic upset that sends shockwaves through the heavyweight division.
Yeah, I think with Daniel, it's confidence now, and I think it's a mindset thing. He's got a great chin, Daniel. But yeah, that first, it was almost like a tiredness why he got stopped in the first fight. So it expended a lot of energy. But Usyk's good at doing that and making people burn more energy than they want to. But yeah, Daniel could do it. You know, he had success in the first fight.
Chris Billam-Smith doesn't hold back when discussing Daniel Dubois' chances in the rematch with Usyk. He drops a bombshell, claiming that the key to Dubois' success lies in his mindset. His confidence has shifted, and that change could be a game changer. Billam-Smith is full of praise for Dubois' chin, calling it rock solid, and that's exactly what he'll need against someone like Usyk. In the first fight, it was clear that Dubois burned through too much energy, leading to his stoppage. But let's not forget that Usyk is a genius at making opponents drain their gas tank. Despite this, Billam-Smith believes Dubois still has the potential to do the impossible. He had moments of success in the first fight, and with a smarter approach and better pacing, Dubois could shock the world and prove that Usyk isn't invincible. The burning question is, can Dubois adapt, or will Usyk once again show that he's in a league of his own? Like, comment, and subscribe for more intense boxing breakdowns. We want to hear your thoughts. Can Dubois pull off the upset? Or will Usyk prove his dominance again?